Satnam. If you think that you're depressed, before you run out and get yourself a prescription for a bottle of pills, just stay and watch this video, and this could provide some context for you for what's going on in your life. So there's a phenomenon that's happening on the planet where the majority of the population are depressed and they don't realize it. The ancients called it the gray period. And this is what happens when we go through a transition into this great shift of the ages, because we're not fully in it yet. Everything right now is being flipped upside down as we're being called to live less from our ego and mind, less from me, the language of me, and we're being called to live more from our soul, which is the language of we. So you know that you're experiencing cold depression when what used to give you joy no longer gives you joy. What you used to feel deeply passionate about doesn't give that same kind of passion anymore. And life can become gray. There's no color, there's no juice. There's a flat line, it just feels dead. Nothing matters anymore. So nothing will have meaning for you anymore. Or you'll generate thoughts like, it's hopeless, the world is horrible, there's nothing I can do, I'm in this dead-end job, this dead-end relationship, this dead-end life, the who cares attitude. And you won't have much energy to do anything else other than go to your job every day and take care of your basic survival needs. And then maybe have a little bit of fun on the weekend, right? Numb out and then start up all over again Monday morning. So what's happening to you right now is you're being jostled to awaken from this waking dream. And part of this jostling is the tiger in the middle of your path. You know, you can't ignore the tiger. So the tiger, the challenges in your life are the money problems, the financial problems, problems in your relationships, health, death, you know, so these challenges keep coming up, and the ego is like, I just want to get rid of this. Like, why does this keep coming up in my face? And it's to awaken you. So it can create a lot of frustration and anger, these feelings of being trapped, and also looking to the past. Oh, I used to do that 10 years ago and that used to make me happy. I'm going to try that again. Like desperately grasping for an old identity. Because the ego is desperate now and it wants to stay alive. It wants to stay in control of you, and it's pulling out all the punches. But nothing's working. So the ego wants you to stay unconscious and wants you to just remain in autopilot, just be this walking robot through life. So it's like you've been playing this board game in the Piscean Age, this lifetime, other lifetimes. And you know this game so well. You know how to play this game. You know that if you do this, this is what will happen. You know that if a challenge comes up, this is what you do, and that's the solution. And your friends have played this game. Your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents have all played this game. And it gives you a sense of security, a sense of safety. So this game is not very challenging, and it doesn't further your evolution as a soul. So now, in the last, 10, 15 years, the universe has come and flip that board game on its head. It's gone, it's disappeared, and it's put down a new board game. In this board game, you don't know the rules. You don't know how to play, and it can be very frustrating for the ego, because the ego is like back trying to do it the old way, and it's not working. So the ego can become like a wild animal, in the corner. Right? It's either going to lash out with blaming others and blaming whatever, right? Institutions, government, whatever your trip is, or it's going to turn it on itself and start blaming yourself. And then this is the cold depression. It just gets internalized inside and then it's flatline. So the soul knows how to play this game, But it requires that you be present in each and every moment in your life. So you can't go unconscious. And there are a lot of unknowns. It's like being in a dark room with only your heart to guide you. So in order to win at this game, you must free your soul. And this meditation for cold depression is the get out of jail free card. So you can click the link above my head. I've practiced this meditation. As soon as I found it, I started practicing it for 40 days, and I've done it countless numbers of times over the years. And I've taught it to many, many people over the years. It really is powerful. In fact, if you came to me and said, you know, I'm never going to see you ever again, can you give me, you know, a sadhana, a spiritual practice to do every day during this time? I would suggest to you Sat Kriya, Kirtan Kriya, and the meditation for cold depression, right? Those are your top 3 things to do. And these meditations are all on the Catalyst Yogi channel. So when you're connected to your soul, you don't need anything else outside of you. You have it all. And that's how you win in the Aquarian Age. So try this meditation for 40 days. For 11 minutes, 40 days. Okay, Sat Nam.